On the News Express, FG plans fresh borrowing via Eurobond in June. FG restores electricity to Niger, lifts sanctions, reopens border. I beg your pardon, FG restores electricity to Niger, lifts sanctions, reopens border. Doctors fault FG ban on leave of absence. CBN provides 100 billion naira fertilizers to boost food production. And in sports, Boniface absence cost Eagles AFCON title. Pesero. Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Express on Global TV. We are live in the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Queen Agaba. President Bola Tinubu has sworn in 17 new appointed commissioners as federal commissioners of the National Population Commission (NPC). The swearing-in ceremony preceded the commencement of the Federal Executive Council (FEC) meeting at the Council Chamber of the State House, Abuja. Sharon Ajay has details.
Speaking to newsmen after the ceremony, Chairman NPC Nasar Isa Kwara said the event marks a critical step in assisting the Commission to carry on the preparation for the conduct of the next national census.
You know, census taking is a very sensitive thing, especially in Nigeria. So that's why every state has a representative on the Commission. Today, we witnessed the swearing of 17 of them. Last 2 weeks, we had one from Lagos State. We still have 3 more outstanding to make the full commission.
Kwara applauded President Tinubu for the appointment of the commissioners, noting that it would position NPC to efficiently discharge its duties and accelerate preparations towards the census.
We like to seize the opportunity to thank Mr. President for this appointment and for making sure that there's no vacuum created in the Commission. This marks a critical step in assisting the Commission to carry on the preparation for the conduct of the census.
The commissioners include Emmanuel Trumps Obike Ike Abia State, Clifford Zira Adamawa State, Chidi Christopher Ezeuke Anambra State, Isa Audu Buratar Bronu State, Alex Ukam Cross River State, amongst others. Sharon Ajay reporting for Global TV News.
Chairman, Senate Committee on Banking, Insurance and Other Financial Institutions, Senator Adetokunbo Abiru, representing Lagos East, has emerged as the chairman of the Southern Senators Forum. Senator Abiru took over from Senator Okpeyemi Bamidele, who served as chairman of the forum during the 9th Senate. Kike Lomo Okere has details.
Senator Bamidele's current position as the leader of the 10th Senate affected him from providing the required leadership, necessitating the change of leadership which took place at the meeting. Accepting his appointment as the new leader of the forum, Senator Abiru in his remarks says the forum will serve as the veritable platform for discussing, analyzing and dissecting national issues by Southern senators for the sole purpose of moving Nigeria forward. He added that they will partner with Northern Senators Forum to move Nigeria forward.
You know, we are the new leadership now, and the expectation and the responsibility that has been bestowed on us is to champion the cause of Nigeria and Nigerians first and foremost. And of course, again, because we also live in an environment where we also have our northern brothers as well. So what we are meant to do is to also work closely with them in championing the cause of Nigeria. As it is right now, the unity of Nigeria is of uppermost importance to us, and that is what we will be championing. So all of our interests must be aligned, both from the southern end and from the northern end. So for now, there won't be much to really speak to, but as we take on this responsibility, my team and I will work together and come out very quickly with some of the plans that we have ahead. But of course, you can be rest assured that it is for the larger purpose of the larger Nigeria.
Offers who emerge are also Senator Victor Ume, Labour Party, Anambra Central. Barinada Mingi, PDP, Rivers South East, is the secretary. Asikwo Ekpenyong, APC, Cross River South, is the public relation officer. And Kenneth Eze, APC, Ebonyi Central, is the treasurer. Kike Lomo Okeri, Global Television News.
The federal government, through the Minister of Transportation, Said Al-Khali, has initiated a move to transition Nigerian Railway Corporation locomotives from diesel to liquefied natural gas and compressed natural gas in a bid to steer the corporation towards sustainable energy sources and reduce operational costs. This was disclosed in a statement signed by the Ministry's Director and Public Relations, Olujimi Oyetomi. Al-Khali was said to have reiterated the desire of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration to provide Nigerians with efficient, affordable and sustainable transportation given the recent removal of fuel subsidy. Meanwhile, President Bola Tinubu has directed the Minister of Defense and security agencies to ensure that all students that were recently abducted in the Kajuru area of Kaduna State are rescued and brought to safety. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, disclosed this after the Federal Executive Council FEC meeting presided over by President Tinubu at the State House, Abuja. Global Television's Uyi Agbomofwegbe completes the report.
Speaking with journalists after the closed-door meeting, which lasted over 3 hours, FCT Minister informed the lawmakers that the recent arrest of 2 most wanted kidnappers and intelligence-driven security has helped the administration to curtail the insecurity in the territory. Wike, who said the level of kidnapping, among other crimes, may not be eradicated with involvement of family members arranging for the kidnapping of their fellow family members. He, however, assured more of infrastructure provision and improved security in the territory. He noted that there is no part of the world where crime is totally eradicated, with the assurance to do more to save the lives and properties of the residents.
It's not correct. Even the senators agreed that security has quite improved in FCT. And let me also say, there's no part of this world where criminality has been abated. No. You have heard several times in America where people go to school and shoot students. So let people not have that impression that you cannot have one crime or the other. What we're trying to say, being able to limit or reduce the level of insecurity. But if anybody tells you that as society is concerned, you not have one form of criminality, that is not correct. And we must have to tell ourselves the simple truth. Also, most of the kidnappings to you here sometimes are managed by people. There are some internal arrangements.
Also speaking, FCT Commissioner of Police Bennett Igwe noted that the force under its leadership and the support of the Inspector General of Police and FCT Minister will continue to comb the FCT border forest of the FCT of Niger, Kaduna, Nasarawa and Kogi States. Meanwhile, Igwe cleared the air that the correctional officer who shot and killed one of the handcuffed and convicted offender in Wuse Market on Tuesday has been arrested for interrogation.
The question was how FCT has been secured recently. All of them came to acknowledge that FCT is not secure recently, especially like many of them said there, since my assumption of office. They have seen changes, they have seen, and I give it to some of my boys, my colleagues in the other security outfit, because we have been working in synergy to ensure safety. We have gone extra miles to ensure safety. And they were able to mention at least since 1 month, and there's no kidnapping in FCT. No person can say there's a kidnapping. And we pray God for that, for the opportunity. It's because of what we have put on the ground. We have used a lot of intelligence. We have decided to dominate the forests.
Kike Lomo Okeri, Global Television News.
Senator Abdul Ningi has alleged that the Senate is making attempts to arrest him over his allegation of padding in the 2024 appropriation budget to the tune of 3.7 trillion naira. Recall that the Senate suspended Ningi for 3 months for claiming that projects worth 3.7 trillion naira in the 2024 budgets were untraceable. According to Ningi, no one could control the can of worms he had opened. Minister, Federal Capital Territory Administration, Nyesom Wike, says his administration has been able to bring down the wave of insecurity. Wike made this known while addressing the Nigerian Senate on the state of security in the nation's capital, Abuja. This meeting was prompted by the Senate on the security situation in the FCT following a recent kidnap incident at the Galadima area of the Abuja metropolis. Kike Lomo-Okere has details. The Taraba State Police Command has confirmed the discovery of 7 travelers' bodies amidst the dense foliage of a forest. This revelation comes in the wake of an attack on an 18-seater bus, which was targeted in an ambush at Gamkwe village within the Donga local government area of the state. Loaded with passengers from Zakibiam in Benue State, the vehicle was en route to Mehula in the Bali local government area of Taraba State when a group of assailants believed to be vigilante members launched an attack and struck the vehicle with deadly force. Reports said the vigilante members had been mourning the death of their member when they sighted the bus and attacked it in anger, claiming the passengers, thieves, kingsmen, were responsible for the death of the vigilante member. Following the report of a civil unrest at Wuse Market, police operatives swiftly assessed and restored order to the scene. In a statement released by the FCT Police Command, Public Relations Officer SP Josephine Ade reels out that one Ibrahim Yahaya, 27 years, was apprehended by operatives of the Abuja Environmental Protection Board, AEPB, task force and was taken before a mobile court when he reportedly jumped from the vehicle and took to his heels in an attempt to escape. 2 armed corrections personnel who were in the vehicle went after him and in the process shot him. The said suspect was immediately rushed to a nearby hospital where doctors on ground confirmed him dead. The development led some irate mobs who witnessed the situation set ablaze 8 vehicles and 10 shops in the environment. The whole fire situation erupted uproar from residents, but was brought under control by combined efforts of the Federal Fire Service and other security agencies present. Sequel to President Bola Tinubu's directive to all security agencies to ensure that recently abducted students in Kajuru local government of Kaduna State is released without ransom, the Nigerian Armed Forces has reiterated commitments to ensure the release and safety of the victims, while keeping journalists abreast with the activities of the armed forces in the theater of operations. Director of Defense Media Operations Major General Edward Buba noted that the hostage situation is an extremely sensitive one, which unfortunately is not unprecedented in the history of the ongoing war. Kike Lomo-Okere has details. We'll bring you that report in our subsequent bulletin. The Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors and the Joint Health Sector Unions have faulted the federal government's ban on the issuance of leave of absence to health professionals going abroad. NARD and Joe Jesus said the federal government should rather address pull factors making health workers migrate abroad in search of greener pastures, a trend popularly called JAPA. The Minister of State for Health, Dr. Tunji Alausa, had revealed that the government directed health workers going abroad to seek greener pastures must henceforth resign their appointment before embarking on such journeys. The minister said the ban on the leave of absence for health workers emanated from an executive order issued by President Bola Tinubu as part of drastic steps to combat the challenge of brain drain, fondly called JAPA, confronting the nation's health sector. You're watching News Express, coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on Star Times, channel 276. Kindly follow us on all social media platforms using @Global TV NG and other handles now showing on your screen. When News Express returns, FG considers powering NRC locomotives with gas. This and other stories coming right after this break. Please stay with us. Many thanks for staying with us. Now, if you've just joined us, this is Global Television bringing you live broadcast of the News Express. On the foreign scene, Rami Al-Halhouli was a 12-year-old Palestinian boy born and raised in Shuafat, a refugee camp in occupied East Jerusalem that is home to about 16,000 people. Rami was playing with his brother and friends in front of the family home when they urged him to light a firework. He pointed it away from him, roughly in the direction of some Israeli border police, but aimed up into the sky. According to video of the incident, before even the firework could go off, Rami was hit by a bullet fired by a border police officer positioned some distance away. In a statement, the police said a single shot was fired at a suspect who had endangered the forces while firing aerial fireworks in their direction. The police have not yet released Rami's body to the family. The police did not respond to specific questions about the shooting, but the family told the BBC on Wednesday that the bullet hit Rami in his heart. The United Kingdom government said it was considering a scheme to send rejected asylum seekers to Rwanda voluntarily and will reportedly pay them up to 3,000 euros, that's $3,800, to make the move. The plan, an extension of existing voluntary returns arrangements, comes as ministers struggle to kickstart separate controversial proposals to deport other migrants to the East African nation. First unveiled in 2022 in a bid to deter teens of thousands of migrants arriving each year on small boats from mainland Europe, that scheme has stalled due to legal challenges. The government is trying to satisfy a UK Supreme Court ruling that deporting asylum seekers to Kigali is illegal under international law by enacting legislation compelling judges to treat it as a safe third country. Now, in the business scene, the federal government has restored the supply of electricity to the Republic of Niger following the directive of President Bola Tinubu that Nigeria's land and air borders with the neighboring country be opened. On August 3, 2023, the power supply from Nigeria to the Republic of Niger was stopped as part of the sanctions against the neighboring country by the Economic Community of West African States. Earlier in August last year, ECOWAS, led by Tinubu, imposed sanctions on Niger following a coup that toppled the country's president-elect, Mohamed Bazoum, in July 2023. Officers of the Niger Presidential Guard had on July 26, 2023, arrested Bazoum and declared him deposed. In their reactions, ECOWAS leaders demanded the full restoration of constitutional order in Niger and declared Bazoum's arrest and detention illegal. Moving on, the federal government has enlisted the expertise of leading global investment banks, including Citibank, JP Morgan Chase & Co. and Goldman Sachs Group Incorporated, to guide its forthcoming Eurobond issuance. It also appointed Standard Chartered Bank and the Lagos-based financial advisory firm Chapel Hill Denham to consult on this venture. The Eurobond issue, which would be the first since 2022, marks the country's return to the international bond markets after a 2-year pause. In March 2022, the country raised $1.25 billion through Eurobond insurance. Now, Federal Executive Council (FEC) has approved 757 billion naira as augmentation for the dualization of the 489-kilometer Obajana-Benin Road. This is as the government has explained that the rising cost of production is responsible for the recent cement price hike and not its concrete road policy. These, among others, were disclosed by the Minister of Works, Senator Dave Umahi, while briefing State House correspondents at the end of the FEC meeting, presided over by President Bola Tinubu at the Council Chamber, Presidential Villa, Abuja. Uyi Agbomofwegbe completes the report. We will bring you this report in our subsequent bulletin. Now, in sports, the former Super Eagles coach Jose Peseiro believes the absence of Victor Boniface from the Nigeria's African Cup of Nations squad cost the team the title of Ivory Coast. Nigeria were on the brink of winning a fourth AFCON title last February, but lost 2-1 in the final of host Ivory Coast despite taking a first half lead. The Eagles looked set to repeat their 1-0 victory over the Ivorians from the group stage when Captain William Troost Ekong, who had netted a penalty to decide the first meeting, rose to head in the opener late in the first half. However, Frank Kessie equalized just after the hour mark and before Sebastian Halle turned in Simon Adingra's cross in the 81st minute to seal a third AFCON title for Ivory Coast. And as we end the News Express, let's take a look at some of our top stories. FG plans fresh borrowing via Eurobond in June. FG restores electricity to Niger, lifts sanctions, reopens borders. And CBN provides 100 billion naira fertilizers to boost food production. And in sport, Boniface absence cost Eagles AFCON title. Peseiro. That's it on News Express, and it came to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on Star Times, channel 276. Kindly follow us on all social media platforms using Global TV NG and other handles now showing on your screen. I'm Queen Agaba. Thank you for watching and see you again.